Good morning, everybody. How are you? Happy Monday. Welcome to Timmy Talks for 15 minutes. Go ahead on and click that subscribe button down in the below, and you can get updates every time when I finally make it around to talking for 15 minutes. For those of you who have been following me on TikTok and Instagram, I'd like to thank you. I appreciate you. And you should know that I value everything you say in your comments, good or bad. There's always room for improvement. Yeah, I thought I would start by saying that, since we almost kind of sort of lost TikTok. I don't say enough to you all how much I appreciate you listening to me on the other side out there. Where do we begin? The countdown to the presidency has really officially begun. We have a nutcase that's already president, as you know, and we have Joe Biden, who is due to pick his VP pick any day now, from what I understand. And everyone's got their opinions about who that should be, myself included. Personally, I like Val Demings. You're not going to get the perfect candidate. She's a law and order person. She used to be police chief of Orlando, Florida. She is not totally perfect, but when it comes to law and order, you can't get no tougher than that. Then you have Kamala Harris, who actually ran for president. She is her own credentials, very, very, very educated. Excuse me. I don't know though. Maybe it was the election, how she came off angry. That's what they say. Me, I personally didn't see it. I saw a woman who wanted to be president and was trying to tell you what she could do for America. And anytime a black woman speaks her mind or says it's just a little bit too loud with some bass, they call her angry. That's how black women, that's the title they get when they try to be successful and let you know that they're qualified. There's Stacey Abrams. She is this is my reference for her. She's the Pete Buttigieg of the group. Very, very qualified. But is she experienced enough? What can she bring to the table? She can bring a lot to the table. She knows a hell a lot about voter suppression. Coming from Georgia and dealing with her own governor's race down there. There is, of course, I'm speaking of the black candidates for VP, but you know, Elizabeth Warren. I think she's good where she's at. She is a good watchdog for Wall Street. She keeps them in check. You know, and to be honest, she couldn't even win her own state in the primary. Do you want to know the truth? I like her though. Who else? Gretchen Whitmer. She has no interest in being a vice president. She has no interest. I don't even know how she got on the list. I know there's a lot. I'm drawing a blank right now. I'm drawing Susan Rice. Very qualified again. She was in the Obama administration, so she was there. She knows the job too. But I don't know. There is something to be said about the girl who sits quietly in the room, watching. That's what she reminds me of. I don't know. I could be wrong. I totally am. But the thing is, we don't know Susan Rice that way. That's why I'm having these feelings. We know all the other girls because they've been out and about. You think we know Susan Rice more. She's vocal. I just don't know. Anyway, she's also... The point is, they're all great choices. They're all strong where one's weak where one's strong. They all bring something to the table. They do. They all do. So, Joe Biden, a lot of people are saying, though, if you don't choose a woman of color, It's going to be backlash since that black woman is the backbone of the Democratic Party, and I'm inclined to agree. My mother has voted Democrat since conception. And that's just all I know. And every black woman that I know in my life has also ever voted Democrat. I don't know if that was the rules. I don't know. So, everybody good? Yeah? Everybody eating a lot of leafy greens and calling their grandma and making sure they're checking on their neighbors and their folks and them. I know people are crazy. I know we're living in troubled times during this pandemic, but y'all, we gotta prevail. I know I've been kind of mad at Michelle Obama for this thing sticking the way it has. When they go low, we go high. But because in this game of politics, you got to fight the way they fight. I'm sorry. And the way that Trump has skewed the game, you got to play the game the way he does. And I just don't think that they're very smart. They're just not. What would be obvious to the Trump campaign just isn't. Just isn't. Now, how you think you just all of a sudden gonna ban TikTok? For the second time. This ain't the first time he said it. Now, I don't know if any of you are on TikTok. I know a lot of you are here because you follow me on TikTok, and I'm gratefully appreciative of that. But think about it for a second. If TikTok was such a threat to national security, in its 4 years, it's been doing its thing, I guess nearly 4 years. Well, it just doesn't make any sense. It's a distraction. It really does. And even if they tried it, if you already have the app on your phone, what they gonna do? Come into your house and make you delete it off your phone? It's just a lot of moving parts. And maybe there's some things I don't understand, and it's possible. But IP addresses, it just seems technical. Because they tried it in India, and you know what? It failed. Didn't work. And right now, just because you pissed off at TikTok because of everything nasty they're saying about you, Trump, that's just not how this shit works. It's just not how this shit works. I mean, you just have to laugh because his whole re-election campaign has been thwarted by teenagers. They went and they destroyed the Tulsa rally. They, for all practical purposes, destroyed the Republican National Convention in Florida, too. They destroyed the Portsmouth, New Hampshire rally. If he would have remotely tried to remove TikTok even for a day, these kids would have destroyed his... You just gotta laugh, right? You just gotta laugh. Anyway, I digress. Because Trump is a petulant child. He really is. He just is. I mean, in the 4 years he's tried to be president, he hasn't governed. He's gotten richer. He's enriched his pockets. He's tried to get the golf tournament moved to one of his properties in England. Everything from start to finish has been me. And I'm not going to lie to you. I am going to relish in the fact that he's going to be in the courts when he's out of office. He can't hide behind the presidency anymore. Okay? And he supposedly had some of the best legal minds that the criminal empire can hire, and they all failed. Everything he's tried to do in the courts while being president has failed because they recognize that it's self-serving. He has put himself in the mix. It wasn't for the American people. And that's not how this shit works. At all. At all. What is behind? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm out on my veranda, off my ensuite. I just don't understand. So now he's fired or demoted his campaign manager, made him second in charge. And if y'all know where Pascal's came from, he was Jared Kushner's computer person or some shit like that. Meanwhile, he got rich while being Trump's campaign manager. And I guess Trump said, hold up, wait a minute. And he's not the only one. Everybody that's involved in Trump's administration or Trump has dealings with, they're getting rich because he's rolled back regulation. He's rolled back inspectors general, watchdogs on these people. When the dust settles on the Trump administration and when we see how much they've stolen from the American people, it's going to be criminal. And every last one of them needs to be up on charges. Yes, Ivanka Trump too. Because when you are complicit and probably smiling while stealing, your ass deserves to be the orange is the new black as well. And that's the truth. Let's see what else has happened. John Lewis was laid to rest. Funeral was beautiful. The rose petals on the Edmund Pettus Bridge was a beautiful touch. It was very touching. The funeral was very touching. Barack Obama, my president, delivered a eulogy / campaign / get your ass out to vote speech. And shots fired. Pew, pew. He started talking about Donald Trump's sexual allegations of his past that seemed to be just hanging over here to the side where everybody can see, but no one's saying anything. I'm never going to understand that. He and Epstein sexually assaulted a 13-year-old girl. And no one's talking about it. It's just the most bizarre thing to me. I have a feeling that once he's out of office, this will get more traction and people will start talking about it more. I mean, and just Griselle Maxwell, if she's not victim number 3 in this mess, if she don't end up with I don't know. She knows where the bodies are buried. Her and Michael Cohen need to get together. I'm telling you right now. They need to get together and blow up some smoke. What else? Herman Cain dead. I'm sorry to laugh, but the pandemic, everybody said, ain't no pandemic. And then the pandemic said, ain't no more Herman Cain. Touche. Sorry to laugh, but y'all, in the movie that is 2020, there are so many actors, so many moving parts. You just got to keep up. You really, really do. My gosh, what else has happened? There's just so much. There's something I wanted to tell. Oh, okay. It's not lost on me, and it shouldn't be lost on you, that Trump is trying to slow the mail down because he knows that there's going to be overwhelming Democratic mail-in ballots. So, the good news is this. He can slow it all the way down to a crawl. We know he gonna do it. That means, yet again, telling us their play, we can be 5 steps ahead of him in getting the ballots in early. And even after that, from November the 3rd to the January 20th, he can fuck up all he wants. But if there's no president or no clear winner by the 20th, Trump has to leave that White House, win or lose. He gotta leave. And Nancy Pelosi becomes president. That is correct. Now, he can fuck up and hand this shit to Nancy all he wants, but that's the rules, Jack. That is the rules. So, I'm going to leave y'all with that juicy tidbit because I think it's important, and I don't think a lot of people know it because most people don't know government because they don't care to. And I suggest that you start learning about government. Read a little bit every day about what pertains to you, at least. You know where your money going or what they're taking out your check. Why can't you know your government? This is going to be my time. I'm approaching up on 15 minutes. I just want to thank you all again. I appreciate you. And till the next time, peace.